Greetings, beloved viewers. Yes, David is my name, right here at the Rovi Ventures. And today we have an opportunity and privilege to meet again that we may talk. And our today's talk is simple, is a technological talk. And today with me, I'm privileged to have these amazing guests here at the RVIPS studio. We are privileged and we want to thank so much the RVIPS fraternity, especially Mr. Kipto, for giving us this opportunity to come and meet and have a talk session. Let them introduce themselves to us even as we kick-start this talk session. On my immediate right, welcome so much.
Thank you. I'm Farida Jefkosgei, an intern at RVIPS.
Okay, I'm Joseph Maina. I'm an intern here at RVIPS. I'm glad to be here. Yeah, enjoy the session.
Okay, I'm Kevin Kimani, an IT intern at RVIPS and ICT department. Yeah.
Beloved viewers, as you have heard, these are IT experts. They are students, the brains of the future. They say if you want to destroy the forest, you go for the little trees. These are the little trees, the forest of tomorrow. And these are my IT friends, and I would want to ask them a few questions in this short time period that we are here. We are going to talk on social media marketing, the importance of social media in marketing, and many more topics in small bits. Let us begin with Farida. Social media. Everybody knows how to use social media. Maybe over 10 years ago, we did not have TikTok, we never had WhatsApp, and so many social media platforms. What would you say is the best way for one to use social media in money making? Farida.
Thank you. As you know, I think, since COVID started, people ventured more in social media. Because of that quarantine period, people had nothing to do. They just stayed indoors and they needed to do things in social media to earn money because they were not going to jobs. First, when you want to earn money through social media, you can use platforms like TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and even WhatsApp. But majorly, I think the large percent now, the percentage they're using is Facebook. Facebook people earn a lot of money through there. They advertise their brands and earn money there. They can earn money in Facebook by advertising their products, and also they boost their brands. If you have, let's say, like, if you have a brand like for buying phones, like for Oppo, you can advertise Oppo and make it famous so that people can buy them. Another example is Instagram. People unfollow, and if you have many followers, people can invest on you and take up that opportunity for them to advertise their products through them. Instagram and TikTok, they work similarly. Yeah.
Thank you so much. If I get you right, you are trying to tell us that the ability of one to generate traffic on their channel, that is the best way they would be able to sell a product.
Yeah.
Therefore, there are those people that are using social media for fun. What would you tell them? Maybe in a few words before we go to Joseph.
Those people doing fun for making social media a fun platform. There is no issue making fun in the social media. Maybe you're just you want to expand your followers to but just have that aim that you should expand your followers to gain that money, but don't make social media a fun platform because people are making money through them.
Thank you so much. That was quite elaborate. I know there are so many other aspects that we would have been able to discuss, and on social media we would come back on that maybe some other time or another day. In next in line we have Mr. Joseph, and we are trying to understand some aspect of cloud computing. Cloud computing is becoming the new norm. They say data is the new oil. Joseph, cloud computing, maybe you can begin to define to our viewers what cloud computing is and talk a bit on it.
Okay. I will start by defining what is cloud computing. So, cloud computing, it's like a remote server where people, company, manage, process, and store their data. Higher, as you can see in the emerging world, like in the current world, many people are investing on cloud computing to store their data. For example, an example of a cloud computing, we have like Google. Google is the best because everyone has Google. People store their data there because in cloud computing there is this aspect of security. Can you imagine a platform where you store your confidential data and you find that someone have manipulated it? That's a challenge. So this cloud computing, it's a secure platform that will help you secure your data, and you are the only one who can access without interference.
Thank you so much, Mr. Joseph. We also have Mr. Kevin. Mr. Kevin, you are a programmer, a developer, and an upcoming expert in this field. There are these young people who have just begun coding. In a nutshell, talk about programming. Advise these young people on programming. Over to
Thank you, Mr. David. What I can say is that, what is programming first? People don't understand the meaning of programming at all. So first, I can say programming is all about communication. Anytime you're programming something, you want that, be it a machine, to be able to talk to you or to talk to another program or another software and so on. So if I can give an example, the way you work, you have a step. One step follows the other for you to move from one place to the other. So anytime you talk of programming, everything, be it your neck, be it your hands, your body, cars, everything. So computing, you can say programming is all about when you see a machine there working, or that box, be it a TV, doing what it is supposed to do. Anytime you come, you see, if I can give an example, long time ago, when the computing was starting, we had big machine, a large, with a big maybe memory, RAM, and so on. And that was a machine. But these days we have it has been simplified, very rapid, dynamic movement from a large machine to a small machine that just work exactly the same as the initial machines, whereby everything nowadays is in a cheap form, from a big or a large computer to small ones that we can see, the PC, the desktop, and so on. So again, I can say programming comes with different languages, whereby you have some type of programming, be it procedural, be it functional, scripting languages, maybe open OOP languages, and so on. All are designed for a specific purpose. What I can say about this programming, we as the upcoming programmers, every day we need more and more people to do this programming because technology is changing at a very fast rate. We need more people coming up. So what I can say to we parents or us who are coming up, we should encourage young people to at least venture in this programming, learn at least. Maybe if you are a parent, you can advise your kid, not in the only social media thing, because if I can look at social media, everything is an application like Facebook. Imekuja juzi. When we talk of WhatsApp, we talk of maybe something like TikTok. All of them are recent invention. We never had them at our past. So our parents never taught us this programming, or we have something like programming. So at least, since we know and we have a very simple or introduction to that programming, why don't we teach our kids on how to program? Let's have that spirit for telling them it is done this way and this way and this way. So at least they will have that motivation to know more about how you do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are telling us that we should nurture and mentor the young generation into this computing world, because the diversification of the IT industry is getting to a point that every place would require IT.
Technology wise, everything is all about that. Be it AI, Internet of Things, and so on. All rely on programming.
Okay, now I want you to talk to the junior programmer that has just joined the programming class. Talk to them.
For junior developer, I can say these things are all online. You don't require someone to come and say you have to do this. All of them, you just need a person to introduce you to this app. This application is where you can get, or introduce where you can get all those materials, where you can have everything, be it GitHub, be it other platform. So what you are supposed to do, just don't give up. Start from initial part. Learn step by step. Everything is step by step until you become maybe intermediate developer and junior and senior developer. We have more platforms that are coming up, and there you can at least have more understanding on programming and have skill about them.
Thank you so much. There are platforms like W3 Schools. You can also even go to YouTube. Actually, the online platform has a lot to offer for the willing. As long as you are willing to learn, you can go far. Thank you so much for coming to the show today. I know it has been brief and you guys are on a tight schedule, but I appreciate so much that you came. And to our viewers, thank you so much for being with us. We are privileged to have you as our viewers. May the Lord bless you. This is Darovi Ventures, and my name is Yese David, a friend to some, a brother to some, a mentor to some.
Subscribe.